Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. We're here for a review of 3rd account. Before I start this video, again, right now I'm not accepting any reviews or requests for reviews. Reason being because I'm catching up. I'm getting closer to do all the guys that asked me for the review. There's some people that are still need to add me. I did comment them on YouTube already, so they didn't reply yet, so that's up to them for getting their review. But yeah, I'm getting closer to get the list on, and then after that I could start again with taking some of the reviews. But I actually want to try to get a website going before I start taking a lot of reviews, but that will take too long, so I'll probably do a few in between. But for right now, I'm not taking any reviews on me right now because I'm working to finish the list, and then after that I'll tell you guys that I will have some more people that could ask for a review. So 3rd account, question is what should I focus on? I want to progress in the game, but right now I have a major trouble doing so. I can do all the dungeon up to B6 and no further, and I can do stage up to TUA stage up to 29, but no further than that. Okay, let's just have a look at these monsters, and I'll tell you maybe a focus group of your monsters I would focus on. So it's too bad that you don't have the Dark Archangel, because that's your picture. But yeah, that's not that bad. I must say you have some quality units over here. You got an Arnold. I see that he's ruined pretty well. You got Julian on heavy damage, it looks like. You got Megan. She's a bit slow. For PvE that's not the worst, but for PvP it is. We got the Fire Phantom Thief. There is an upcoming unit with this skill now being useful before it was bugged. We got a Fire Accessor, which I think you should focus on a bit more. I also think you need to make this an accuracy rune, and you make this an HP rune, because this unit is gonna be very useful for PvE, but right now she will die too quick. Try to awaken her. Then we got Beretta. I think she's a great unit. Okay, again, let me just go quickly back. I think I could tell you what you should focus on right now. The focus right now should awaken your Xasa and awaken your Beretta. And then, after you awaken them, or before, doesn't really matter, make sure that this rune is going to be HP %, and make sure that this rune is going to be accuracy %. She's going to be used for dungeons, and she's going to be helping you getting further in dungeons. Try to get 100% accuracy. When you awaken her, she gains 25, so then you're already on 49. With an accuracy rune, you should get close to 80%. If you could get some substats on some of the runes with that, like try to get HP % with maybe substat accuracy there, you should do fine. Same goes for this rune. Try to get a higher rune, like a 4-star rune or 5-star speed rune, and try to get that. And then she should be good, because she needs a lot more health for PvE and a lot more accuracy. So focus on that. Try to awaken this unit. Beretta, also try to awaken her. And again, you use the spare stat really good, but the speed on this is also good. But this rune should be HP %, and this rune should be accuracy %. The reason for that is just because her damage will come from this skill. Inflicts damage by continuous damage. That's where her damage comes from. And this is just a good utility skill that you want to make sure that it hits. Also, this is going to be your speed leader. So this is pretty nice to have awakened and runed up correctly. I'm not saying that attack runes are bad on her, but for PvE I would definitely go with HP % and not with attack %. If you want to make her your leader in arena, then you could consider attack %, but then still I would go with HP %, because again her damage will still come from the Phoenix Fury then. So get these two fire units awakened, Hawa and the Beretta, and make sure that you get the stats, the runes correctly, and try to focus on the runes because they're pretty bad runes overall. Like this is a terrible speed rune, just a 3-star. This rune is well, not really giving you anything for her. You don't need crit, you don't need resistance, you don't need crit damage. You need a lot of different stats, but not these stats. So I would replace this as well. And as I said, this one. Same goes for this. HP is okay, and the speed is nice, and accuracy is nice, but it's all not super high. So, but this one is okay for now. But this one should be accuracy percent with HP substats, and this one should have HP percent substats and accuracy percent substats. And then she would be great. So try to fix that. You got a Belladon, I see. He's pretty good wound, so that's pretty nice. This rune would actually fit perfectly on her. Well, maybe not, because you have a focus rune there. Well, I would leave it on here, but it's a good rune for a while. Then we got Darien. Those units are pretty nice. Try to make sure that Darien has enough accuracy so he hits. Same goes for Belladon. Right now I think they're fine. We got a Chloe. You need to make her your fastest unit. You don't have her runed up. That's pretty crazy. I guess you don't have the runes right now, but you should get them because she's gonna be so useful for PvE and PvP. Make this a speed rune, the highest you can find, and then just HP percent and HP percent on 6. Try to get her speed up. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get a Wa awakened and the fire, Awa, the fire Rakshasa, and Beretta, the fire Sylph, and Chloe runed up correctly, and these two awakened, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be going further in the hall, in the giants, dragons, any hall of magic or hall of water, fire, whatever. Well, water maybe not because they're fire, but and then make sure that your Chloe's runed up, and I think like having Beretta, Awa, Chloe, and Megan and Belladon in a team would also already be a really good team for dungeons. You could maybe swap out one unit to, like for example, you could switch out Beretta or Awa for your Arnold, because he's just better runed right now, and he also has the attack break, which is very useful, but those units are so good for dungeons. So my main focus would be on these 3 units right now, and then you have a fine team for PvE, and they also, like, some of them are pretty good for PvP as well, so it's not a waste. I would not focus on Bernard and Shannon right now. Reason being is because you have Megan and you have a Chloe. Not that he does the same as a Bernard, but basically she will make your team survive. So your main focus lies with these 3 units. I think you should get Bernard up after that, like after you got the team running, the units awakened and all that. Then you should get a Bernard up, because he's gonna be very useful as well. And I think Brownie Magician and the Succubus are okay units, but right now they're not your main focus, so I would just leave them where they are right now. And the Water Taoist, I would not focus on him yet. So that's my advice to you, man. This was your review, and I'll be right back with the next review. Okay, I'm back with Dotriix. His question was, I was wondering if I can do a review on my monsters. I've been pretty lucky and I got a perma, but I'm not sure about where I need to go now and how to progress. Thanks for reading. Keep up the good videos. Thank you. He's a new subscriber, by the way, so that's pretty cool. Bam, perma. in the face. You kind of want to have a plan, right? I think that's what you want. You're 31. I'm not sure how far you are in the game, but let's just check out your units real quick. This should be an HP rune, by the way. She has no use for accuracy. I think this unit is kind of right now. This unit is not useful anymore for you because you have so many better units. So I would definitely not suggest you to awaken him. Do not do that. It's not needed. You have better units. We got Perma. Wow, you already have him on Violent. But I think you have a stun chance. Yeah, okay. I think you should. I mean, it's fine that you have an accuracy rune on him because it's a violent rune, but I should switch this off to attack percent. I would definitely tell you that I would rather see him as an attack unit than a tank perma. I mean, for tank perma, it's not that great in my opinion. So I would definitely make him more heavy on attack. So I would make this an attack percent rune and this an attack percent rune. Since this is a pretty decent violent rune, I would keep this for now and then just make this an attack percent rune and this an attack percent rune. And that will make him do so much more damage. I see you have a copper. I don't think you should focus too much on him. Try to get 3-star runes for him, man. Because this is like, if you get a 3-star runes on all these slots, you just double the defense he has. That would make him a lot better. Then we got Ramagos. Pretty nice, you got him runed up well. We got Sophia, pretty good one-shot unit. I think she is doing great. We got a Megan, you should rune her up. I would suggest Swift Focus, Speed rune on 2, HP on 4 and accuracy percent on 6 or HP percent on 6. She's gonna be very useful for you to use with the spell of Strengthening, so rune her up. We got the Fire Rakshasa, definitely nice. You got a good speed, whoa, that's a really good speed rune. I would switch this to HP percent and I would make this an accuracy percent. I wouldn't focus on the Fire Samurai, he's not that great. He's okay maybe, but not that great. This rune could definitely go on another unit, but not on the Fire Samurai. I think you could get that rune on Perma actually. That's what I would do. I would put this rune on Perma and then just have Violent and then don't go for the second set. So just have Violent and then have the 2 best attack runes you have on Perma. Then, because she's so great as damage dealer. Then we got a Shannon. I think you ruined him up or her up. I mean, that looks fine. I do like this setup. I would just make sure that you have Megan as well, because she would boost your team, which basically means that you go next, and that's really good. We got Darian, really nice that you have him. The runes are fine, just make this a 3-star and then upgrade them all to +9. And I would make him your next 5-star actually. Then we got the Windundine. She's really good. Keep her, but make these 2 HP percent. Brownie Magician is not something you want to focus on because you got the Windundine. This is definitely a unit you want to get awakened and get up to 5-star eventually as well. I think right now Darian is more of your main focus to get 5 stars. And I strongly suggest to take this rune of the Samurai, put it on Perma and find it a 1 violence slot. It's pretty easy, just go to Feynman and just get a violence 1 slot. Preferably 3 or 4 stars with some decent substats if you upgrade it to 2+6, and then switch out this energy rune to an attack percent rune. You might even have a good attack percent rune on some units that you could use. You could use this rune, for example. Take this off, because you're not going to use your Inferno. Take this off and put that on your perma as well. And then you have 2 runes that give a decent amount of attack and are not violent or energy or any particular set, but that will make him do a lot more damage. And just make sure that this rune becomes a violent rune, so you have the violent set. I'm just gonna check if you have. Yeah, I would actually 28%. I think this rune is gonna give you more, but I'm not sure. You could put this rune as well on perma. Don't think this rune is. Yeah, that's definitely something I would do. You got some good units here, so keep up the good work, man. But I think your main focus lays in getting him to 5-star, running perma differently, getting Megan up with runes, and then you could have a great team already. Because that would be Megan, Darian, perma, and the Windundine, for example. And for PvE, that would be, for PvP you later on want a speed leader, but right now you don't have one. But for PvP, for PvE, perma, Megan, Darian, Awa, and Bernard, for example, that would be a great team. Or the Windundine, instead of I don't know, instead of something, would be a great team as well. So my main focus would be getting perma's attack runes up, runing up Megan, getting Awa awakened, and change her runes. Darian get to 5-star, and a Windundine rune up, like switch her runes to HP percent, and get her up awakened as well. Same goes for Bernard, get him runed up. And definitely some units that I would keep is Konamiya, definitely keep him. I would actually also keep Zeke. Light Fairy is also something I would keep. But then you should do great, man. I think if you focus on that, on those units that I just told you, you should be doing a lot better in PvE as well as in PvP. Because you have great units, you just need to get them runed up correctly and just get them awakened. And then you should do fine. I'll ask you to say what you thought about the information I gave you. If you agree on what I said, but I think if you do what I just said, you should get a lot of more successes in the PvE content. Like you should be able to do more hauls, higher hauls as well. But right now your units are just not runed correctly. Most of them are not, at least, and a lot of them are just not awakened yet, so that's something you have to focus on. Yeah, I hope that helped you, man. This is also the end of the reviews videos, because I got like 4 or 5 people that want a review but didn't add me, so then I cannot do it. So if you are one of the guys that think, hey, I asked Blackybeard for a review and he told me that he added me to the list, then please make sure to add Blackybeard92. If you were on the list before, it could be that I removed you by accident. Well, not really by accident, but I have to clear the friends in my list to make space for others. So if you know that you were gonna get a review from me, then please make sure that you add me, because right now I cannot do it. There are like 5 people. I'm not even gonna say their names because that's up to them. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.